Desk.
As we just mentioned a few minutes ago, the WSU women's basketball team got ranked in the AP Top 25 for the first time in program history today. And that prompted our sports director, Brenna Green, to take a wider look at the college basketball scene in the Inland Northwest as where we are as a whole right now.
Yeah, when you think of collegiate basketball in the Inland Northwest, you think of Gonzaga, which makes sense. They've gone to the NCAA tournament every year since 1999, and they're currently the #1 ranked team in the country. Last Monday, I did a whole sportscast about how I believe they are going to be the first team since 1976 to go undefeated in the regular season and win a national championship. So I'm on the record for my feelings and thoughts on them. Today, I want to take stock of our local collegiate basketball teams as a whole and the history that they're making. Let's start with the Gonzaga women. They're 10-2 and have really turned to the corner lately. Coming in 20th today in the AP Top 25, the Zags had a dominant 75-43 win this past Saturday against previously 3-0 in Conference Portland. That is the same team that stunned Gonzaga in the WCC tournament last season, so things looking pretty good there. We already discussed the 7-1 WSU women and what they accomplished today. Just want to add one more little fun fact about them. WSU became the last women's Power 5 program to make an appearance in the AP Top 25 today. Translation, every other Power 5 program has been ranked at some point over the last 45 or so years they've done the poll, so yeah, this was a big day for them. The WSU men are 9-2. Yes, they haven't exactly played the highest level of competition in those 9 wins, but they honestly should have beat Arizona and Pullman if it weren't for an abysmal performance at the free throw line. And they kept up with Stanford on Saturday until the Cardinals closed out the final 6 minutes on a 17-2 run. If the NIT happens this year, I'd expect for the men to be in it. Now let's go to the Big Sky level. The Eastern men kept up with a lot of their Power 5 opponents they played in non-conference play and are 1-0 in Big Sky play. They've been on a COVID pause for 2 weeks and have 2 big games this week against 4-0 in conference and 9-1 overall Southern Utah. The Eags were picked to win the Big Sky at the start of the season. The Idaho women are also performing well. They are 5-1 in conference play currently and were also projected to win the Big Sky at the start of the year. Right now, if you add up the records of our 8 local D1 men's and women's basketball teams, they are 51-28, aka our local teams have won 65% of their games. If you take out the Idaho men, who are 0-9, our local teams have won 73% of their games. That's astounding. We've had a handful of years where we've sent 3 local teams to the NCAA tournament. Probably the most notable year was 2007 when both the GU men's and women's teams, along with WSU's men's team, went dancing. GU's teams were bounced in the first round, and WSU's men's team made the Sweet 16. It's really not far out of the realm of possibility that we could have 4 or 5 local teams in the NCAA tournament this year between Gonzaga's squads, the WSU women, the EWU men, and the Idaho women. Overall, we could have 6 teams going to postseason tournaments with the WSU men if the NIT happens this year. I'd imagine our local teams do much better overall in the NCAA tournament this year as well compared to 2007, especially since, we have a team that's the favorite to win the national championship. What I'm saying is this: enjoy this year, folks. It is not common for us to have this many competitive collegiate basketball teams in our area. To be honest, it's not common for any area to have this many good Division I basketball teams. If you like sports, soak in the next 3 months because I have a feeling they are going to be very special. That's it for sports.